What if I told you just 10 minutes a day could completely change your English? No expensive classes, no thick textbooks, just 10 minutes. Sounds too simple, right? Well, stay with us because today we are going to prove it works.
Yes, and by the end of this video, you might actually want to start this challenge today, right now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. I am Kate.
Hi, everyone. I'm Martin. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Before we start, if you are new here, please subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow, and it helps more learners find these videos.
And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button.
Also, comment below and tell us where you are watching from. We always love reading your messages.
So, Kate, let's talk about today's topic. It's a big one, and I think a lot of people need this.
It really is. Today, we are talking about 30 days of 10-minute English. What happens if someone studies English for just 10 minutes every single day for 1 month?
This is such an important topic, Martin, because so many learners feel stuck.
Exactly. We get messages every day. People say, I want to learn English, but I don't have time.
Life is busy. Work, family, school. Nobody has extra hours anymore.
Right, but here's the truth. You don't need extra hours. You just need 10 minutes.
And that's exactly why we wanted to make this video, to show people that small time can create big change.
So let's really dig into this today. Let's explain how this challenge works step by step.
Okay, let's start simple. What exactly is the 10-minute method?
It's very simple. You choose 10 minutes every day, just for English. No excuses.
And during those 10 minutes, you do one small activity, listening, speaking, reading, or vocabulary.
Yes, not everything at once, just one small thing.
I love that it's so simple. No stress, no pressure.
Exactly. And that's the secret, Martin. When something feels easy, people actually do it.
Good idea. That makes sense. If a task feels too big, people give up quickly.
Right. Think about it. If someone says, study English for 2 hours every day, most people will quit after 3 days.
Very true. I've done that before.
Really?
Yes, I once tried to study for 3 hours daily. I lasted maybe 4 days.
See? That's exactly the problem we're talking about.
But 10 minutes? That feels so easy. Anyone can find 10 minutes.
Even during a busy day, while drinking tea, while waiting for the bus.
Or right before bed, lying in bed with your phone.
Exactly. 10 minutes fits into any schedule.
So Kate, why does this small habit actually work so well?
Great question. There's real science behind this.
Ooh, tell us more.
Our brains learn better through repetition, not long sessions. Doing something daily helps your brain remember it.
So little and often is better than a lot one time.
Exactly. Consistency beats intensity.
I like that phrase. Consistency beats intensity.
It's true for everything. Exercise, diet, even learning a language.
Makes sense. Like brushing your teeth. You don't do it once a week for an hour.
Exactly. You do it daily, a little bit at a time.
And soon it becomes automatic. You don't even think about it.
That's the goal with English too. Make it a daily habit, not a task.
Now, let's break this down week by week. I think our viewers would love that.
Great idea. Let's talk about what week 1 might look like.
In week 1, the goal is simple. Just build the habit.
Right. Don't worry about being perfect. Just show up every day.
Day 1, watch a short English video like this one.
Perfect start. Day 2, learn 5 new words. Day 3, speak to yourself about your day.
Day 4, read one paragraph out loud.
Day 5, listen to a song and try to understand the words.
Day 6, watch a video with subtitles.
And day 7, write 3 simple sentences about your week.
See? 7 small, easy tasks. Nothing scary at all.
Now, let's talk about week 2.
In week 2, you can start mixing skills together.
Like listening and speaking in the same session.
For example, listen to a short conversation, then repeat the sentences out loud.
That's called shadowing, repeating what you hear.
It really helps with pronunciation and rhythm.
You could also start a small vocabulary notebook this week.
Write new words every day with one example sentence.
By the end of week 2, you'll already have around 15 to 20 new words.
That's amazing for just 2 weeks.
Now, week 3. This is where things get more interesting.
In week 3, try speaking about different topics.
Like your family, your job, your hobbies.
For example, I work as a teacher. I like my job. It is interesting.
Simple sentences, but real practice.
You could also try describing pictures. Find any photo and describe what you see.
Like, I see a park. There are trees. Children are playing.
This trains your brain to think in English, not translate.
That's such an important skill, thinking in English.
Finally, week 4, the last stretch.
In week 4, you can review everything you learned.
Look back at your vocabulary notebook. Read your old sentences.
You'll notice how much easier things feel now.
You could also try a short English conversation with a friend, or even record yourself talking.
Listen back to your recording. Notice your progress.
By day 30, you will not be perfect, but you will be different.
Exactly. More confident, more comfortable, more used to English.
So, Kate, let's talk about real results people notice after these 30 days.
Great question. Let's talk about real, honest results.
I'm curious, too.
First, listening skills improve. In the beginning, English sounds fast and confusing.
That's true. I remember feeling that way.
But with daily listening, your brain slowly adjusts. Words become clearer.
That's amazing. Second benefit?
Vocabulary grows. Even 5 new words a day equals 150 words in a month.
Wow, that's actually a lot of new words.
It really adds up. Third, confidence grows.
Confidence is huge for speaking English.
Exactly. When you practice daily, speaking starts to feel less scary. You stop thinking, I can't speak English, and start thinking, I'm improving.
That mindset shift is powerful.
And fourth, you build a real habit. English becomes part of your daily life.
Yes, it's not a big task anymore. It's just something you do, like a routine.
I love that. Small effort, big change over time.
And there's one more thing. People feel proud of themselves.
Yes, finishing 30 days feels like a real achievement.
It shows you that you can commit to something and actually finish it. That feeling helps with everything, not just English.
Very true, Martin. Now let's move to something really helpful. Practical tips for this challenge.
Yes, let's help our viewers actually succeed with this.
Tip number 1, choose the same time every day.
Right, maybe right after breakfast or right before bed.
A fixed time trains your brain to remember. It becomes automatic.
Tip number 2, keep it simple.
Don't try to do too much in 10 minutes. One activity is enough.
We don't want burnout on day 2.
Exactly. 10 minutes is 10 minutes. Don't turn it into 1 hour.
Tip number 3, track your progress.
Use a calendar or notebook. Mark an X every day you complete the challenge.
That feels so satisfying, watching the streak grow.
It really motivates you to continue.
Tip number 4, don't worry about mistakes.
Mistakes are part of learning. Nobody speaks perfectly from day 1.
Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes.
True. So don't be too hard on yourself.
Tip number 5, celebrate small wins.
Learned a new word today? That's a win.
Understood a sentence without translation? Also a win.
Small progress is still progress. Celebrate it.
Tip number 6, don't skip days.
If you miss one day, don't quit completely. Just start again the next day.
Exactly. One missed day doesn't ruin the whole challenge.
The goal is progress, not perfection.
I really like that. Progress, not perfection.
Tip number 7, make it enjoyable.
Choose topics you actually like. Music, movies, sports, cooking.
If you enjoy the topic, 10 minutes will feel even shorter.
That's such a good point. Learning should be fun, not boring.
Tip number 8, tell someone about your challenge.
Share it with a friend or family member.
When someone knows about your goal, you feel more responsible to continue.
That's smart. A little accountability helps a lot.
Now, let's give some real practice examples our viewers can try today.
Yes, let's make this practical.
Try saying this sentence out loud right now.
I am learning English every single day.
Say it with confidence. Don't whisper it.
Exactly, loud and clear.
Here's another example. Describe your room in 3 simple sentences.
Like, my room is small. I have a bed and a desk. I like my room.
Simple, right? Anyone can do this.
One more example. Think of 3 things you did today and say them in English.
For example, I woke up, I ate breakfast, I watched this video.
Perfect example, Martin.
Here's one more idea. Try describing your favorite food in English.
Like, I love pizza. It is cheesy and delicious. I eat it every weekend.
Now I'm hungry.
Me too. But these are all small, easy exercises.
Let's give one more example. Talk about your weekend plans.
Like, this weekend I will visit my friend. We will eat lunch together. Then we will watch a movie.
Simple future plans, easy words.
Anyone listening right now can try this immediately.
And remember, small steps every day lead to big results.
Absolutely. This is the whole idea behind our 30-day challenge.
So here's a question for all of you watching.
What will you try today to improve your English?
Will you learn 5 new words, watch a short video, speak to yourself in English?
Tell us in the comments below. We really want to know.
And if you decide to try this 30-day challenge, let us know.
We would love to hear how it goes for you.
Maybe even come back after 30 days and share your results with us.
That would truly make our day.
All right, everyone, that's it for today's video.
Remember, you don't need hours to improve your English.
You just need 10 minutes and consistency.
Small steps every single day lead to real progress.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like.
And don't forget to subscribe for more English learning videos.
Thank you so much for watching until the end.
We will see you in the next video.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye. Keep practicing, and we'll see you soon.